Cooking update part 2 is now out inside of Grow Garden. With this brand new update, they introduced this rat connoisseur who, if you go and talk to and say, "Who are you?" he says he's the rat connoisseur. I cook something up using mutated ingredients. Give it to me and I'll let you choose a nice reward. With this brand new update, they've essentially made it to where you can make recipes or dishes and have mutations on them, being able to feed it to the rat. I'm going to show you the best rewards that you can actually get from it and how you can actually strive to get those specific rewards. Because if I go to the rewards, you will see there is a brand new culinarian chest. And similar to the corrupted chest, it is very good. It got things such as a king cabbage as well as a lobster thermidor, which I'm going to show y'all what those do. And bro, all I'm going to say is you do not want to miss any second of this video. And with this brand new update coming out, I'm going to be giving away a bunch of these gigantic bone blossoms that I have right here. If you're wondering how much they're worth, let's ask Steven. So how much is this worth? And as you can see, yeah, 249 trillion. So if you want one, all you literally have to do is watch till the end of this video, and I'm gonna show you how you can enter into the giveaways for them. But let's get on to the update. So in order to actually make sure you're giving mutated stuff, there is this little dial or thermometer here that kind of measures whether or not the fruit you are giving is mutated. As you can see, I've actually already gone ahead and done this. So I do have something to grab, which does show it is mutated. And I'm just going to show y'all, I know what I'm doing. It said, Lucky Cook, one of your plant mutations carried over to your food. And as you can see right here, we got some random fruit. I believe this is actually new, but they did add this recipe book now, so you can see. As you can see, I got a sweet tea. In order to actually make a sweet tea, you need a herbal base as well as a sweetener, and one of them that I have managed to find is the lily of the valley for the herbal base and the blueberry for the sweetener. It also provides you all the other information, but who really cares about that stuff? Because with this sweet tea, you can offer it to this rat over here. And as you can see, he basically becomes pleased, giving you a bunch of choices to pick from, such as the Sunnyside Chicken, Smoothie Fountain, or Kitchen Cart. Or you can get stuff way better. Now, I did just choose the Sunnyside Chicken. Let's see what this thing does. I don't think it's that good, but yeah, it increases egg hatch speed by 20%. Wait, that's not too bad. I mean, it's definitely not the greatest, but he's not terrible either. I am going to go ahead and pick him up, though, because, buddy, you are useless. Please get up. Oh, my God. Fine. I'll take him out over here. And as you can see, they reworked the kind of UI over here that we have for each pet, such as the ability to view them and stuff like that. So I think this definitely looks better, but I'm going to pick up that Sunnyside Chicken. Yeah, we do not need him, bro. But in order to ensure that you actually get mutated stuff, you simply have to just give it mutated plants. Now, there is a specific way you can give it to him, which is likely to increase your chances of actually getting the better reward options. One, you want to go ahead, collect whatever plants have the most mutations on them. The more mutations, the more that bar fills up, meaning you have to provide less plants. And you are going to have to do this with plants that are specific if you're trying to get a certain dish, but that does not matter when you are giving it to the rat connoisseur. Here, though, I have two plants that have a lot of mutations, and I'm actually going to go ahead and get one more plant that just has one, such as the Serenity with just chilled. If I go up to the cooking pot and provide the Serenity just chilled, you'll notice the bar barely goes off. We just escaped the red. Now, if I go ahead and put in this apple or tomato that has a lot of mutations, it will go way more than just one little section. It's actually almost already in the green. When you actually make it to the green, and the further you make it to the green, it basically guarantees your chances of getting mutations. I do believe the percentile where it says 100 is supposed to change, but right now in the testing server, it does not. And what you want to do with that, depending on the mutations you actually provide, there is a chance that some of those mutations that came from your plants can end up being on your dish. And just to fill it up, we are going to go ahead and get a big dragon fruit over here, since it is my biggest plant. For the remainder of the stuff, you want to actually place in the biggest plants you possibly have. And actually, apparently that dragon fruit is not ready. So let me water it a little bit more. But the bigger the plant you give, the bigger your dish is, similar to how it was in the old update. But on top of that, it actually gives you better rewards from the rat connoisseur. Bro, is this dragon fruit done growing yet? I don't even care about it anymore. You know what? Let's just grab a different one. I'm actually going to grab this one because it also has frozen, which means there is a chance that when we claim our dish, it can also be frozen, which is good because the more mutations, the better. But here we go. Boom. Just to have 4 things in there. We're already past the guaranteed mutation. So I'm just going to go ahead and cook this. But I am going to skip the timer because I don't want to make y'all wait. So there we go. Our salad is done cooking. Salad isn't a crazy dish. I believe this one might be new. No, this is definitely old. But as you can see, not only is it mythical rarity, but it is also windstruck. It has a mutation on it. You get to choose whether you want to donate this to the fat dude over here, or you can just give it to the rat connoisseur, which in my opinion is so much better. I mean, bro, the rewards you can get here are insane. But keep in mind, this is if you skip premium mods. So the chances when you submit your plants yourself are different. Let's try this food I cooked up. And as you can see, he is pleased with our food and gives us a choice of rewards, some being the brand new plants. I did already get the prickle fruit, so I'm going to go ahead and choose the butternut squash. There we go. Boom. And that is a brand new seed obtained. The reason why I say don't look at the premium chances is because these are completely based off of spending Robux. There is actually no correlation to these in comparison to the stuff that you actually give the rat and is randomly thrown out at you. As you can see, for example, the butternut squash is one of the rarest things you can get. And we did just get it because we were doing this method. But the method can get even better than that. When you actually spend Robux, you are guaranteed specific chances. While giving the rat, it depends on what you actually give to him. Oh my god, we got the culinarian chest or the gorilla chef, and I'm actually gonna choose this one, and you're gonna find out why in a second, because if you look, the chances of him are 5%. He is one of the rarest things. But this guy that we just got, this fat gorilla, bro, he can actually help us out in our garden. But we're basically just going to go ahead, pick up a bunch more of these random blueberries, because this is going to give us a bunch of possible mutations that we can get. And I am going to explain what this gorilla does in a second. But now that we have 4 of these, I'm also going to just grab like a dino shroom. Yeah, let's just grab one that has a lot of mutations, bro, because one of them did have a bunch. And there we go. Actually, it's a paradise petal, but who cares? Obviously, I don't have a bone blossom, but your goal in this update is to provide the highest rarity fruit that you can, such as like transcendent plants or just plants that are very big in size. And then all you do is feed it to this cooking pot. And as you can see, yeah, we are already getting like all the way to the top. I think if I give it this plant, yeah, it's about to be fully maxed out, bro. There we go. Boom, it's done. And this guarantees you mutations. So when I claim this, as you can see, we just made a candy apple and our plant mutations carried over to our fruit. So this has a lot of mutations, actually. It's aromatic, it's burnt, it's chilled, corrupt, wet, and windstruck. If I actually feed it to this fatty over here, the odds of him giving me something good are just probably not that high, because the old rewards are still here, and I wouldn't say they're very good unless you want to start the kitchen storm, which I'll explain what that is in a little bit. But let's go ahead and give this to the rat connoisseur, and hopefully he'll give us something good. Come on. He is pleased with it, and okay, yes, we got some good options. You might think all of these are useless. The only one that's actually useless here is the kitchen flooring, because the cooking cauldron as well as the gourmet seed pack are actually OP. Not so much the seed pack, but the cooking cauldron is very good. I actually already have one, so I'm just gonna claim the seed pack so I'm not wasting it. But as I mentioned earlier, we got the gorilla chef, and this gorilla actually pairs with this thing. And as you can see, I've placed it down already. But if I plant down this gorilla, as you can see, he goes right onto that cauldron, bro, and he starts just touching it. But in all seriousness, he says as long as you have a cooking pot or a cooking cauldron in your garden, the gorilla cooks in it and grants a 5% chance to duplicate food on cook. So when you cook food, the gorilla being placed in my garden on top of a cauldron gives me a 5% additional chance that that thing can be duplicated. With one gorilla, this method is probably not the craziest, but if you have 8 of those, you are up to a 40% chance that you can duplicate a mutated plant. Sorry, not a mutated plant, but a mutated dish. Lucky for us, there's actually a beanstalk in stock. Haha, get what that means. Yeah, that's funny. But I'm gonna go ahead and do the little mini sprinkler method. Well, without the Grandmaster sprinkler. And actually, you know what? I think I could just go ahead buy it with Robux straight up. That is what I'm gonna go ahead and do. Here we go. 279 Robux inside the testing server in order to try and get a bigger plant. Because the bigger your plant, the better your chances are. And since this is a prismatic, I'm sure it would be pretty good. So here we go. There is that one. There's our advanced sprinkler, master, basic, and godly. And then all we do is plant down the beanstalk just like so. And I'm gonna go over here and just hit this grow all button, bro. So that way we can get everything to be the maximum size in which we'll be able to use it. And oh my god, what did I just make? Okay, this was not in my card. This brand new prickly fruit is one of the new things. Yeah, I'm gonna ignore that, I think, bro. But it doesn't look like my beanstalk is that big, so maybe I'll just take the prickly fruit. Yeah, sure, bro. Give me one of them. It does look like it's just a one harvest thing until, like, it grows again. So that's probably why it's so big. This isn't probably going to give us a good dish because there is no specific combination with this. But what it will do is allow us to combine it with some stuff that have a ton of mutations. The fastest way to find mutations is literally just pick up everything in your garden, bro. And then just click on the ones that have the most, such as this one right here. And then I probably have this one. It has like 4. This one has 4. And then this one also has 4. I believe 5 was the limit. So that is good enough. And there's now 2 balls hanging outside my garden, bro. All right, we just gonna ignore that because that has nothing to do with this. But let's go on ahead and place in the prickly fruit. As you can see, since it didn't have any mutations, it actually won't increase this mutation bar. So if you can get mutations on even your big plants, definitely go ahead and do so, especially if it's like a transcendent such as the bone blossom. But I don't, so I'm just gonna go ahead and throw in random stuff. And oh my god, that one fruit basically filled up most of it. However, I'm gonna throw in all of these so we have the chance to get a bunch of mutations. And actually now it's full. Let's press cook and skip the cooking timer. 39 Robux just like that down the drain. And our sweet tea is done, which is one of the brand new things. Oh, looks like somebody started a kitchen storm. And as you can see, the kitchen storm gives us not only 2 times cooking speed, which I kind of just wasted, but it gives us higher mutation carryover and aromatic fruit chances. So the only reason you should actually do this storm thing, which by the way, you can even increase the levels. The way you increase the levels is by everybody in your server actually doing it. So your goal in this game is going to be get as high of a storm level as possible using fruits that, well, don't have a lot of mutations or have none. And then collect everything that has mutations and craft stuff for this rat connoisseur. So that way you get mutated dishes. As you can see, I got the sweet tea and it carried over a lot of the mutations. 3 out of, like, I believe 5 different ones I submitted. So the kitchen storm is going to increase your mutation carryover chance. And every person in the server has their own little storm level event. So you're kind of working collectively to apply as many storm levels as possible. All right, let's go ahead. Feed this thing to this guy. Come on, let's see. And he only wants mutated foods. Oh, wait. Oops, I clicked the wrong thing. Wait, oh my god. Never mind. It's a lot more than just the 3. It's actually 4 mutations, but I only submitted 5 different ones. So 4 out of the 5 saved. And I mean, look at this. It looks amazing. Try this food I cooked up. Come on, give me something good. It is only a rare, so not the craziest stuff, but I forgot what is the best here. I think it might be the spring onion. Please tell me I didn't mess up. And wait, well, I gotta look over here at the chances because, yeah, okay, I did mess up. I should have took the butternut squash. Those are the balls that are hanging outside my garden. I am going to go ahead and hit this grow button one more time, though, because I have some traveler's fruit that I went ahead and kind of placed in there. And I have one more sitting outside. So what I'm going to do is get the recall wrench, go over here, not here, but instead over to this shop because I need some reclaimers in order to get those, because that's going to help us out a lot in a little bit. I cannot believe we're spending 200 Robux for 3 reclaimers, bro. Oh my god. Okay, well, let's get this traveler's fruit and let me actually collect everything. Now let's claim it just like so. And then I'm going to place the seed right next to where I kind of placed the other one. And oh my god, I need to make sure all the sprinklers are on it. Oh god, I forgot. Hopefully that doesn't mess it up too much, but I kind of do have most of the sprinklers. So there we go. Just like so. And then we're going to hit grow all. So that way we get a divine big traveler's fruit. So boom. 375. And look at that. Perfect. There we go. All we need is one of these because it's already 90 kilograms. Since it's 90 kilograms, whatever we make with this fruit is going to be very big. And I might as well also use this other one, bro. Can I grab this? Yeah, this prickle fruit. Let's have that. Why not? And oh, wait. There is a golden traveler's fruit. Hold on. I need that one instead. There's a rainbow one too. Oh my god. Okay, we'll just take the rainbow then. I guess you can also go ahead and put gold, but we're just putting in a bunch of stuff that have mutations. That's all that really matters. So big mutations and big sizes. I don't know if putting admin mutations is going to do anything, but let's put that in. And oh my god, that rainbow did honestly not increase it by much. So the more mutations you have, definitely better. But I'm also going to go ahead and add this one. And then let's add the gold mutation. And I did pick up that prickly fruit. So let's go ahead also put that in there. And as you can see, look at that. We're going at 2 times speed because of this storm. Unfortunately, it's only level 1. So if you can get a higher level, join a random server to try and get it. Sorry, I have hiccups, bro. Nothing is stopping me from recording this video, not even hiccups. So just join a random server if you don't have a lot of numbers. We got another sweet tea. Let's collect it. And as you can see, this sweet tea is much bigger, although it's not going to be the craziest thing because I don't have bone blossoms in this game that are giant. If it was not the testing server, I could make it really big. But let's feed it to this guy one more time, and our rewards are, come on, oh my god, how is it this bad? I promise you the rewards are supposed to be much better, but this is literally the best method to do it right now. If any new method comes up, I'll be sure to let y'all know. But if you do the methods that are shown in this video and you actually obtain the culinarian chest, there is that lobster thermidor that you can get, which is a 1%, and it's so good. As you can see, every 14 minutes, it has a 20% chance a nearby fruit becomes molten, as well as every 29 minutes, it has a 10% chance a nearby fruit becomes meteoric. So they're very good. I'm pretty sure this pet's mutations, the ones that it actually gives you, are like admin commands, or they're either very rare or they're admin commands. I'm not quite sure. I forgot. But it's a very, very good pet, and it comes pretty close to the corrupted kitsune. But if you want to make a certain type of food, make sure you're using the cooking recipe guide, because there is one right next to the guy over here, and it basically gives you all the information for making, you know, the recipes. But if you guys want to win one of these bone blossoms that I have, which are massive and they're worth 250 trillion a piece, all you have to do is literally subscribe and comment down below your username, and that is it. Just tell me why you think you deserve it, and make sure you include your username so I know who to join and give it to. And the final requirement is to watch this video on the screen right here, because this video is about to end, and this one right here on the screen is an amazing one. So hurry up and click it, because this one's about to end. Until then, bye.